My name is Herbert, and I have COPD. I had my first treatment at the Lung Institute in Tampa, Florida in November of 2014. At 15%, I was at a point where I couldn't do hardly anything. I couldn't run the sweeper, I couldn't do any chores. I just simply ran out of air. And at that point, I've been very, very active all my life. I did a lot of the chores, I did do a lot of work out in the yard, and not being able to do that just put me, quite honestly, in a state of depression.
It's hard to see him be not able to do things that he used to do a long time ago. Some of the minor things is taking a shower. He would have to leave the shower door open to get air. We had to get him a chair because he couldn't stand for the longest period of time. And it was very difficult for him to do anything, and personally to get dressed and stuff like that as well. At 15%, you don't do a whole lot. So we knew, actually my daughters and I really thought he wouldn't be with us much longer. So we built this sunroom on that's all glass that can overlook a pool and a spa to make him feel like he's outside, but protected environmentally inside, with air conditioning and heating. And then we learned about the Lung Institute from his brother in Florida, in Tampa, Florida. A big full-page ad was in the paper, and he told us about that. And as soon as we heard about that, we went as fast as we could to get information.
In May of 15, in fact, May the 13th, I fell, and I ended up with 5 fractures, which resulted in a hospital stay, as it turned out, 58 days. My doctor said he just couldn't believe that I was able to sustain that with my lungs, and he contributed that if it would have been the 15%, I would not be here today.
Before we went to Lung Institute, he had a pulmonary function test, and it was a 15%. He couldn't do anything. Not much of anything. And after the Lung Institute, within 2 months, we had a pulmonary test again, went up to 31%. That's how, and it was quick within 2 months. I mean, that's quick. He's had really good success with this. And then after the hospital episode we went through, it did go down a little bit. It went down to 28%, I believe. And we didn't want to take a chance. We wanted to keep it going. So that's when we went to Tennessee for the booster. After the booster, we came back, it was up to 39%. And then the last chamber, that's the big one, if you all know what that is, the bigger lung test that they do for you. And that was done back in July. He is at 47% lung capacity.
It just does wonders for you. It does, to be able to do these things. And now, unfortunately, I can help unload the dishwasher, run the sweeper. Yeah. But again, when you're used to doing things and then you're taken away from you, to do those simple things, be able to do them again, you just can't understand how that affects you mentally and how good it feels to be able to contribute. It's great. And I just cannot thank the Lung Institute enough for what they've given me, in my opinion, is a second opportunity at enjoying my retirement. Yeah. It's just been a wonderful experience.
And not only that, I'd like to say that if it wasn't for that stem cell treatment from the Lung Institute, when he went to the hospital, he would have not made it out there.
I contribute my family a big part of my success. I really do. The encouragement, being there and taking care of me. This lady has done things for me that no man should have to have another person do with that hospital and everything that happened. But I guess that's what love is all about.
Yep.
In fact, makes me tear up talking about it. Wonderful person. So.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Oh. The only thing I could tell these folks is that think of the quality of life that you're experiencing, and then think of having that improve tenfold. All I can say, go Lung Institute.
Go Lung Institute.
Yeah.
In Morgantown, West Virginia, where we're from, we say go Mountaineers. We say go Lung Institute.
Yeah.